Hey everybody, it's Barbara. And what you're looking at is not a wonderful piece of pop art, standalone pop art, that is. What you are looking at is probably the nicest box cover of an Integrity Toys product that they've ever made. And I've been collecting for them and through them for close to 20 years now. So for me to say that this is the nicest thing they've done, this is the nicest thing they've ever done. This is obviously, as you can see, Swinging London, Poppy Parker. This is the gift set in the Swinging London line. It is called Sign of the Times, and it really does reflect all the cool elements of the mod era. You have at the top right hand side the very famous clock face of Big Ben, which is sadly now going to be silenced for the next 4 years as they do some art. Not art, they do some, well, I guess you could say they're doing art to it. They're restoring it, and restoration is definitely an art form. You have Poppy Parker front and center, but it's very much a composite photo pencil drawing of her that's in keeping with some of the more famous images of Twiggy, who was the quintessential mod model. And then on the bottom you have other elements that both combine the mod scene in general and its organic English roots. As I said, this is the first time you've ever had a box like this, and this is really the nicest box I've ever seen them do. I'm gonna move the box. Actually, I'll move the camera in just a little bit closer to the groove record. And it does actually have a song title on it, so I'm gonna move. I'll look at it when I take the lid off and I'll tell you what the song is. Let's go ahead and flip the box back. And this is very much the much more traditional Poppy Parker box. You usually see it in a much more vertical and narrower form on the back of the other Poppy Parker boxes. This one is obviously wider because it's going to be a 2-doll gift set. And without any further ado, there is the gift set. It is a 2-doll gift set with a brunette and a frost blonde or platinum blonde. I like calling them frost blondes myself. You have a Austin Power-esque mod suit on the brunette, a space age no, I'm not going to say Mandarin collar. I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing to say. But you do have the one-piece space age dress on the blonde, and you have their accessories in the middle and in the bridge box toward the bottom. You also have in the back, which I think is something really cool, you have the Union Jack. And what I think is very cool about that Union Jack is if you take a knife or some other kind of cardboard cutter, box cutter, you can cut that out. And you can have a great little backdrop for any other action figure or doll in the 12-inch scale. And I think that would be something really cool to have and to use going forward, because obviously it's about play, and it's not just play with the Poppy Parker line, it's play with other action figures, other dolls. So before we start really talking about that, let me go ahead, get the dolls out of the box, and we can talk about how they look and how and what you can do with them. Okay, you're going to notice that this part of the video is going to look a little bit darker. I wanted to take the lights off because when I had them on, the cut on the blonde's hair was making it look like she had a snarl, which she really doesn't. So these are the two ladies out of the box and fully accessorized. They are the same height, though the hat is going to make you think the brunette is a little bit taller. Her hair is a bit more poofed. The hat adds a little bit of height, but they are the same height. One is not taller than the other, as I said. Let's go ahead, since I turned the lights off for a little bit, let's go ahead and take a look at the platinum blonde first with her bob cut, which is a little bit longer on the left than the right. Her eye makeup is shades of gray. The brow, even the brow is going to have a little bit of a gray hint to it. And obviously at the mascara line, it's going to look a lot darker. That's in keeping with the mod look. And her lashes, I noticed, are a little bit longer than usual too, but they look really, really good. She has a very light frosted lip and a little bit of blush at the cheeks. Let me go ahead and set this down. Fix her hair a little bit. Put the lights on now so you can at least see with a little bit more the dress. There you go. Trying to adjust the light. The dress is one piece with the target over the chest. And interestingly, it has cutouts at the side, which I didn't think were part of the mod era, but it works for this space age look. And it works with the space age look. The collar is not metallic in the sense that these aren't chains. This is metal fabric to mimic chains. Note very nicely too the loop earrings, which I like a lot. The dress, if I can, you know what, before I show you that the dress is lined, I want to show you, because I know the purse is going to come off, so let me show you the very nice clutch, which she can hold thanks to bending hands. It's not a clutch that you can necessarily put stuff in. It does open though. Let me reset her and then I'll show you that it does open. You can't put anything in it though, and whoops. And you can see the magnet. It's going to open and close via magnet. And as I said, the dress is going to close in the back with a zipper and a hook and eye. And in keeping with integrity, it is lined in a solid white, as you can see. She's also wearing the traditional integrity jewelry, and by that I mean the bangles, the silver bangle here, which you've seen many times, the white bangles on either end. This is actually, the bangles themselves are the whitest part of this ensemble. And by that I mean the dress is white, but it looks like it has a sort of silvery overlay to it, like some of the material has silver blended in. So it has a sheen to it that's silvery over white. She's got on nude stockings. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in the boots to show you. They are space age silver with the traditional poppy heel in the back. Very cute. And since it's a one piece, there's really not much more to say about it except that it's very cute and it is very mod. right down to the blonde bob cut. So let's go ahead and move her off to the side. And bring in Marianne from Gilligan's Island. No, I'm kidding. Although I have to say, when I was looking at her, she does remind me of Marianne from Gilligan's Island. There we go. She is in a very nice green, kind of like a Kelly green and white polka dot suit. The hat at the top is the same kind of hat we've seen for a while from Integrity. It's white felt with that Kelly green brim bow to add to the nice detailing. The hat does come with pins that would keep the hat on, but her hair is such that it's holding it on very nicely without it. You will note that she's got on a ruffled white bodysuit underneath the suit and ruffles at the wrists as well. The jacket closes with a hook and eye, as does the skirt, but I want to show you that this is a new kind of hook and eye. It's not what we've seen before. I'm going to try to get in a little closer so you can see it. If you know what the hook and eyes on past Integrities look like, they're longer and they kind of have like 3 pieces of metal in a bent U shape. This is one solid piece and much smaller. So it's a different hook and eye. But it works. She says that is of course no. Oh, there it closed. Nice. Thank you for working with me. But you know what? While I unhooked it, let me show you again. It is lined, both skirt and jacket, in a solid Kelly green, which is always a nice detailing. And while we're here, I'm just going to tell you that I looked while I was putting her on the stand. The way that this gets put on is you put the tights, the solid white tights on first, and we'll pan down to them in a second. You put the tights on first, and then you put the bodysuit on over the tights, and then the skirt, and then the jacket. How one deals with the ruffles, one does not know. One is not going to try to find out, because she'll find out the hard way and cry. As you can see, Poppy has solid, as I said, solid white tights. She also has a white purse that matches the tights, the bodysuit, the polka dots. And the purse is going to match the trim of the shoe. And that is that Kelly green and silver. And as I said, shoes, Kelly green and silver. Thank you very much. With the traditional kitty heel. She's also wearing, and I think I forgot to point this out, but I will now as I put the purse back up and on her. She's got this very nice ring. It is not the teardrop style, but a solid Kelly green circle dot ring, which is very nice. The earrings, though, which I will quickly pop up and show you, are that teardrop style that we've gotten used to. So what is to say in conclusion about this set? Well, I suppose you can say that perhaps our lucky star at last has decided to shine because somebody knows how long we've waited to make them mine. Yes, I just quoted Petula Clark. How could you not sing the Sign of the Times song when this is what the gift set is called? Definitely, if you can get your hands on this, get your hands on them. They are gorgeous. There is a lot of playability. The outfits are such that even though the mod era hasn't come back into style yet, the pieces you can still use the suit as an Easter suit. The hat is great. The purse is cute. The jewelry is cute. These earrings, the loops again, are really nice. You can use them with like a denim jean ensemble. The shoes are great. So even if you break it up out of the mod, the pieces out of the mod era, you've still got a lot of playability to them. Not to mention the fact that you have this amazing set where you have an incredibly detailed liner for the accessories, and the gorgeous cover repeats on the cover of the accessory box. So, and by the way, I looked at the record just said it was Poppy singing, it was not a song title. So definitely another one out of the ballpark for Integrity Toys. If you can get it, get it. I definitely would. I'm glad I got it. Again, this is another masterpiece from David Boutry these last couple of years. Theming it around not a television show, but or something else, or like a particular era, but framing it around a country and a city and the spirit of the city. That was the much better idea, and it's working beautifully now. So for the Poppies, and for me, Barbara, I will see you guys next time. When I take on and I review Sunny Slickers. I was going to say City Slickers, and I knew this it wasn't the Bidley Crystal movie. The Sunny Slickers Dollar Poppy. And I will see you then for that review. Take care. Bye-bye.